It's a pleasure to be here with you, Minister. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us. The number one question I can ask you that you're probably asked all the time, but it's been said that water is Botswana's most precious commodity. And I'm curious what that means for Botswana, what that means for you, and how you see water playing a role in Botswana's present and Botswana's future.
We appreciate it from the point of view that all living things require water, whether you are in agriculture or you are in tourism or you are in wildlife. And therefore, one can never underscore the importance of water, purely also because we are a landlocked country. And therefore, on issues of climate change, rainfall changing, the little bit we really have to treat it as gold.
Well, the Okavango Delta has a very interesting flow. It comes from very far away and sinks down through the sands, comes back up in the delta, and has a very interesting ecology. How do you manage all of the different stakeholders that lay claim to the waters of the delta?
Yes, that's a very interesting question because it's got a long answer. Long in the sense that the water does not originate in Botswana, and therefore whose water is it is a very fundamental question. We felt it was important, and through other agencies like Kalahari Conservation Society and others, we have a committee, we call it the OKACOM, that brings all stakeholders from all the countries around a table to say how to use this resource and make sure that none of us are unduly taking off what we shouldn't be, and also just discuss issues around the delta so that we are all in sync.
And is there a growing recognition of that with all of these countries, that
yes,
nature has a very important role to play in development?
We need to conserve what we have. We believe our people can live better, we can provide better for their livelihoods if we protected this area. And just purely tourism, for it to be sustainable, we have to look after the natural environments.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. Water has been said to be a human right because it is the one thing that we absolutely cannot live without. It's our greatest life support system. It drives the life cycle. How do you feel about assigning ownership to water or designating stakeholders who may have priority over others? And I ask this question because oftentimes when I give speeches or I give talks about water, people ask me, well, who gets the water, the urban centers or agriculture, when there's not enough for everybody? And I ask you the same question. Perhaps you'll have more of an answer than I do.
It's a very difficult question. But who has the right to it? Who has the right to assign it, as you put it? I think as a government, we believe the right is for every Motswana to have potable water. And if you look at our priorities, supplying villages with water is a priority, because with water, everything starts, life begins. So I think the nation at large, the individual on the street, in the rural area, have the right to it. We as government have a responsibility to make sure that that precious resource is taken to the right people. And wherever we can, we will.